day, science-minded learners. Welcome to another fun and exciting learning with me, Teacher Kiz, your science chum. Have your pen, paper, and module ready. For today, we will learn about separating mixtures using a magnet here in our Science 6 class. In our previous episode, you have learned separating mixtures through decantation, right? As a review, what is decantation? Decantation is a technique used in separating less dense substance from a dense one. In the process of decantation, the mixture is left undisturbed. When the components are separated, the less dense substance can be removed by slowly pouring out the less dense substance.
Put a check mark if the condition stated involves decantation process and mark X if not. Write your answers on your paper. Number 1. Soil and water. The correct answer is check. Number 2. Oil and water. The correct answer is check. Number 3. Iodized salt and water. The correct answer is X, since this mixture is separated through the process of evaporation, not decantation. Number 4. Mud and water. The correct answer is check. Number 5. Rice grains and flour. The correct answer is X, since this mixture is separated through the process of sieving, not decantation.
That was awesome, science-minded learners! You really understood our previous episode. For me to know if you have prior idea on our topic for today, let us answer the following questions. Choose the letter of your correct answer. Write your answers on your paper.
How will you separate a mixture of metal and non-metal objects? A. By decantation. B. By winnowing. C. By using a magnet. D. By filtration. The correct answer is letter C, by using a magnet. Number 2. What method of separating mixtures is being illustrated? A. Magnetic separation. B. Distillation. C. Filtration. D. Decantation. The correct answer is A. Magnetic separation. Number 3. Which of the following objects can be separated by using a magnet? A. Chalk powder. B. Paper. C. Rubber. D. Coins. The correct answer is D. Coins. Number 4. The following mixture of materials can be separated by a magnet except for A. Flour and paper clips. B. Water and flour. C. Pins and sand. D. Talc powder and needle. The correct answer is letter B. Water and flour.
How many points you got, science-minded learners? That's good! If you find the questions hard, don't worry because I'm here to help you understand our lesson. So, are you ready to learn something today? I'm sure you are. So let's pat our right shoulder twice, clap twice, and shout, "We're ready!" Now, it's your turn. Pat your shoulder twice, Clap twice. Shout, we're ready! That's great, my dear learners! Now, let's dive into what's new. Have you experienced that your pins mixed up with your talc powder? What technique did you use to separate the pins from the talc powder? Have you tried using a magnet in separating them? At the end of this episode, you will learn how to
Describe techniques in separating mixtures by using a magnet. And you will also find out how you can apply this technique in everyday life.
Components of mixtures can be separated in many ways. The method that is being used usually depends on the type of the mixture. Metal and non-metal objects can be separated by using a magnet.
Magnetic separation is the technique of separating the components of mixtures by using a magnet to attract metal materials. There is no chemical reaction involved in the separation of components using a magnet. Metals which are made up of alloy, nickel, or cobalt are easily attracted to magnets, while non-metals are not. Paper clips, thumbtacks, staple wires, pins, coins, and needles are some common examples of objects that are attracted to magnets. When they are mixed with non-metals, they could be separated by the use of a magnet.
Are you excited for our activity time? So, let's have our activity time! In this activity, you shall learn how to separate mixtures using magnet. These are the materials we need.
Sand, paper clips, bond paper, and a magnet. First, mix some sand and paper clips in the bond paper. Using a magnet, separate the paper clips from the sand. Finally, observe what happens. Number 1. What are the different components of our mixture? Right! The different components of our mixture are sand and paper clips. Number 2. What type of mixture is sand and paper clips? A homogeneous or heterogeneous mixture? Explain your answer. Very good! The mixture of sand and paper clips is an example of a heterogeneous mixture because we can distinguish the two components. Number 3. How did we separate the components of the mixture? Excellent! We separated the components of the mixture with the use of a magnet. The paper clips got magnetized and were attracted to the magnet.
So, that's our activity time. I hope that you learned something from our experiment. Science-minded learners, do you want another activity? Yes, let's have another activity.
Put a yes if the mixtures can be separated by a magnet and no if not. Write your answers on your paper. Number 1. Oil and water. The correct answer is no. Number 2. Flour and paper clips. The correct answer is yes. Number 3. Staple wire and tissue paper. The correct answer is yes. Number 4. Thumbtacks and bits of paper. The correct answer is yes. Number 5. Talc powder and bond paper. The correct answer is no.
Well done, science-minded learners! I'm happy that you participated actively. Now, let's have our What's More. Look who's here, science-minded learners! It's our friend, Sissy. How are you today, Sissy?
Hello, Teacher Kiss. I'm so energized right now.
Whoa! Why are you so energetic, Sissy?
I just finished doing my 10-minute indoor exercises and other recreational activities for this day.
Wow! That's good to know, Sissy. If you get bored in your house, you may try to do recreational activities. Sissy, what help do you need right now? Since your friends, science-minded learners, are ready to help you always.
Yes, Teacher Kiss. Thank you, science-minded learners. I need to choose from the word box the mixtures that can be separated by a magnet and write it on my paper.
Can we help Sissy again? That's great!
Choose from the word box the mixtures that can be separated by a magnet. Can we separate acetone and water using a magnet? No, we cannot. Can we separate grains and husks with a magnet? No, we cannot. Can we separate thumbtacks and paper by a magnet? Yes, we can. Can we separate coins and grains using a magnet? Yes, we can. Can we separate staple wires and paper by a magnet? Yes, we can. Can we separate paper clips and sulfur powder using a magnet? Yes, we can. Can we separate pins and buttons with a magnet? Yes, we can. Can we separate soap and shampoo using a magnet? No, we cannot.
Yay! Thank you so much, science-minded learners.
You're welcome, Sissy. Goodbye, Sissy. Now, let's go to what I have learned. Complete the statements by choosing the correct answers from the given choices in the box. Write the complete paragraph on your paper. I learned that
blank is a technique that is used to separate a blank from blank. Metals are attracted to the blank, while non-metals are not. A mixture of blank and talc powder can be separated by magnetism. Very good, science-minded learners. I learned that magnetic separation is a technique that is used to separate metals from non-metals. Metals are attracted to the magnet, while non-metals are not. A mixture of paper clips and talc powder can be separated by magnetism.
awesome! I know that you learned something from our lesson because you did well in our activities. Science-minded learners, are you ready for our next activity? What I can do? Answer the questions. Write your answers on your paper.
Number 1. Based on the given illustration, what are the different components of the mixture? Right. The different components of the mixture are paper clips and talc powder. Number 2. How can the components of the mixture of talc powder and paper clips be separated? Very good! The components of the mixture of talc powder and paper clips can be separated with the use of a magnet since paper clips are attracted to the magnet.
Well done, science-minded learners! Indeed, you really understand our lesson. I hope that you will apply what you have learned because that is what scientists do. Now, science-minded learners, are you ready for our assessment? That's great! So now, let's have your assessment. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Do it on your paper.
Number 1. Metal and non-metal objects can be separated by using a blank. A. Filter. B. Magnet. C. Sieve. D. Water. The correct answer is letter B. Magnet. Number 2. How will you separate a mixture of metal and non-metal objects? A. By decantation. B. By winnowing. C. By using a magnet. D. By evaporation. The correct answer is letter C. By using a magnet. Number 3. How will you separate paper clips and thumbtacks from flour? A. By using a magnet. B. By using a sieve. C. By using a filter paper. D. By using bond paper. The correct answer is letter A. By using a magnet. Number 4. Which of the following best describes a magnet when used to separate mixtures? A. It can separate metals from non-metals. B. It can separate non-metal objects. Letter C. It can separate larger particles. D. It can separate smaller particles. The correct answer is letter A. It can separate metals from non-metals. Number 5. Blank, when mixed with non-metals, could be separated by a magnet. A. Rubber. B. Plastic. C. Water. D. Metals. The correct answer is letter D. Metals.
So, how do you find our assessment, science-minded learners? Is it easy? Yes, I know that it is very easy for you because you participated actively in our lesson. Well done, science-minded learners! If you want to watch this episode again, you can visit the channel of DepEd TV in YouTube. To catch up with the next lesson on more activities through separating mixtures, let's stay tuned to learn more. Only here on DepEd TV. Remember, our Almighty God is always with us, and the virus will not stop us from learning. Once again, I am Teacher Kiz, leaving a message: it's better to learn slowly than to not learn at all. Goodbye!